Music. Sound. These aspects shift the perspective of any audience member if used effectively and in the right moments. What does the audience get out of a scene when the music and sound are not only heard by them, but also by the characters? The tone of this scene from Edgar Wright's Baby Driver is clearly dictated by the sound effects and the diegetic music. Diegetic sound is a term used to describe any noise that is heard in the world of the film, whether that be the sound of birds fluttering their wings, the sound of walking, or music from a radio. In other words, it is any sound that the characters on screen can hear. Diegetic music and sound can bring legitimacy to non-diegetic sounds, as well as a connection between the audience and characters. In other words, if diegetic music is the norm, non-diegetic music is considered to be special. As Chrissy Graham said, the audience hears this music through the soundtrack, an example of a shared musical experience which, according to Ben Winters, creates a bond between audiences and characters. In A Quiet Place, the soundtrack is primarily diegetic and POV driven. What I mean by this is that whenever there is music or a sound that a character can hear, it can only be heard as the character can hear it, or as the case may be, not hear it. When music is non-diegetic, it typically accents the scene rather than being a major focus. Using this method, the bond between the audience and the characters is weak, unless it is a rarity. The use of non-diegetic music here at the most emotional moment in the entire film doesn't matter anymore because of the precedent set up by the lack of sound, diegetic music, and less emphasized non-diegetic music. This bond can also be formed via different methods as seen in Baby Driver. This film uses music and sound very well to not only create a bond, but also to exemplify the tone through the choice of music, and setting the pace by using the beats of the music and matching them with the events in the scene. Another layer of involvement is added by matching sounds with the music, making our pattern-seeking minds more invested and attentive. All of these aspects can be exemplified in this one scene. Note the sound of the gunshots. Many films decide to go the route of non-diegetic music. This caters to the audience while leaving the characters separate from the experience. When music becomes diegetic, the characters act and react to changes in their world. The audience is no longer excluded from the character's experience, but rather shares in it. From delight and hopefulness, to despair, and tragedy.